Hello everybody, welcome back after what was a weird outage in our office. We are alive and kicking and getting ourselves right into our final game of the night, whereas VG Gaming Potential going up against EHOME. Again, we had an outage, hence the live stream did drop, but for people in the VODs, you probably wouldn't even notice the difference. Apart from the fact that you missed most of the drafting phase, it's already underway. So VS, Sniper, SF, Storm, Viper being taken out. Yeah, you can see what's on the screen. As far as the picks go, as far as our lanes go, we've got Zeus Quap as well as Clockwork, probably going to be the cause here for VG Gaming Potential. I know a couple of teams, well, we definitely saw VG Gaming themselves running a lot of off-lane Zeus. That was Ice, who was doing that earlier today. But there's also some mid-lane Zeus that was coming out from a couple of the other teams in the D2CL China division. So it could be a mix-up, but you got the Queen of Pain and the Clockwork, so it should be the Clockwork offlane and a support Zeus, in fact, coming in for this matchup, unless you run a support Zeus. So TA in towards the mid. VG Gaming will then put the Queen of Pain into the safe lane, and yeah, that should wrap up the lineup with Inflame to take the Puck. Oh, well, we get to a real classic. Puck versus TA. With Axe off lane, Juggernaut safe lane, Silencer and Lion. That's the makings of an aggro tri-lane right there if they wish to do it. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't do it. A support Zeus and Earthshaker. Zeus will do a decent amount of damage to you early on, but you're not really going to get kills with that. You can potentially even run a Juggernaut up there on the top and leave the Axe to go up against the Clockwork. But then you got very, very close melee versus melee. It can go either way. You got battery assault versus spin. Try your luck. See what happens. But Clockwork doesn't get the advantage you'd have up against someone like a Juggernaut. You know, burn off the mana so there's no abilities coming at him. Because the Axis wants to spin. It's an ROTK Axe. Spin it like a top. So, our lineup with where they're heading.
Prepare for battle.
We will be having down to the bottom lane. At this point, a lot of players headed down there, but it will be ZYF who's taking up the role as the Juggernaut, Lanham into a Lion, ROTK will be the Axe, more than likely north, all the way up to the top lane. Inflame then takes the mid lane Puck, and DDC is the Silencer. They're ensuring their jungle to start with, primarily because there's two easy ways to farm. The Juggernaut can spin or the Axe can spin. Both spin. And they might also think that VG.P will try and walk across the river and contest him for the slot. For the space. But not going to happen now. Alright, Templar Assassin's inching her way forward. She really wants this rune. But they're committing so much to ensure that TA gets this rune when they could potentially be fighting over the top rune. A little bit more difficult for the Dire side to fight from there, though. The access entry isn't that great. Cogs are up. A little bit early. Very, very premature, in fact. And you're already throwing out 2 of your Arc Lightnings from the Zeus. And Templar Assassin, well, she didn't use her refraction charges at least. But DDC's ensuring this Queen of Pain can't just solo this top rune. So it's going to, well, yeah, last word in from the very get-go. We'll get disarmed. So it's Puck as well as TA that will take up the runes. DDC is looking to do the block for him. And James, well, he's going to walk straight past the creep wave. So advantage will go to EHOME at the start of this mid. Not because we're looking at early bottles, which actually Templar Assassin is, Inflame is not. Just because Inflame's got the high ground. So let's be a little bit cautious up against the Templar Assassin, but it's refraction. So it's the pulling of the creep wave. It's when the side blades start kicking up that the Puck really has to be careful about things. Okay, Templar Assassin did not want to have to do this. Because now she has to use refraction charges to farm underneath her own tower. Or else missing critical last hits like that gives the Puck the advantage. 3-0. Puck also had to fight underneath his own tower, but he's got burst damage of his own if he wants to. He used the 1 orb to in fact push the lane out. He also thought he got through this these defensive refraction charges, hence he threw that all before. It looks like we're lagging up again, connecting into China. We'll DC and reconnect in just a moment when I am confident enough there's no first kill. Fissure Gang's gonna fail, Secret's harassing, ROTK's being over aggressive. Well, if there is gonna be a first blood, it's probably gonna be ROTK. As Clockwork can keep him out. Inflame is low, so Sideblade's build damage from the TA could potentially find the kills here. Clockwork's on the run out. They can't catch up to him, so he's fine. Well, there's your blink. An ROTK with the Fissure Stun. I don't have enough damage. He'll be forced back a decent way, but okay. Let's do this now. Push. Yeah, instead of having a little bit of a weird laggy delay kind of thing. I honestly don't understand too why people are having issues with Dota TV. Like, I've just been tweeted as well, like the broadcast just isn't even there inside of Dota TV. But I stream to it. I'm in the broadcasting slot. There's 3 of us who are doing it. You got Chinese, Russian, as well as English. We're your 3 channels inside the game. All right, we're back in again. All right, settle it down. Are we good? Are we good? I think we might be good. No first blood, so we are good on that front. No, we still got a little bit of lag. Just as bad as it was before.
Denied.
In fact, it's actually worse than before. Alright. Second time's a charm. All these things meant to rotate. I have this on rotation. I'm going to get the same one twice in a row. I can't show you my beautiful artwork. Once we get back in, we'll be fine. Silence is eerie, isn't it? Really, really eerie. I like how someone's trying to describe my internet as shite. The internet here is the best internet you can get in Germany. Like, you literally can't get better. Alright, so we're back in again. Looks like we've still got a little bit of bumpiness, but I'm not gonna try and reconnect again. Let's hope it just smooths itself out. And we're still 4 minutes in with no first blood. Oh, that's an easy way to get a room. Jump over the top of the fidget, grab yourself a regeneration. How's our CS looking? So we've got 24 for 7 up against the 25 for 8. So Queen of Pain just an inch ahead, but really negligible. ROTK's managed to find 3.5 levels. Not too bad. Looks like most of his time is probably going to be spent more in the jungle now. As this top lane, he is getting forced back off it. Clockwork finding 4 levels on his lane. Not really shutting down the Juggernaut. Obviously, we don't expect him to do so. But just the... Okay, Inflame, you don't have AWP. You got Phase Shift, but... He has to go for the Rift on the Templar Assassin, who now gets the Refraction charges up. Gets a little bit of Sideblade spill, so another TA trap there. That Fissure is well far away from Inflame. We have 60 gig up here on the studio line. And quite a fair amount down. Okay, so Zeus and Quap, just looking for the burst combo. All VG.P want to have happen is some hero like Lanham will do a blink to shadow, strike to scream, and then Zeus throws the lightning bolt and chain, and that should be more than enough to kill off the lion. Maybe with 1 or 2 normal attacks in there. Dreamcore now being committed over from Templar Assassin. Sentry wards as well, so we can't hide inside the meld, and wasn't able to get the refraction charges up. So that's where our first blood will be. And even Earthshaker trying to get a little bit more aggressive onto Inflame. Not going to work.
Radiant's top tower is
so
under
EHOME
attack.
finally able to claim the first blood instead of giving it away. So far tonight, whenever they've claimed first blood, they have taken the game. They haven't taken the series, they just took the game. Because they've also given away first blood 2 times out of the 4 games tonight on the D2CL.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Lanham aggressive observers. It's like Axe isn't too healthy, but it's just ROTK walking back to base injured. doing what he has to do to try and keep up with the CS as well as experience gain. Shigamesh hit level 3, so 2 points fissure.
Denied.
He's not really going to find an opening up against the puck, however. Like, even with the fissure, you do have a level 2 meld strike, but the damage into the puck won't be enough to kill him before he gets the orb, and then obviously phase shift, Jawn out. That whole kind of combination thing. Shout out to Luke, one of our subscribers who's currently inside the chat. How many subscribers do we have on right now? I know we don't really push a lot of subscribers here on Join Dota, but how many do we have anyway? How many people like to support the Join Dota channel as we do more and more over here? Alright, so Templar Assassin. Dream calls back off cooldown again. She at least has her own sentry ward down now. But that's probably not going to stop Lana from having... Yeah, he's just buying a new set. They'll need that to kill him off. But the timing was just perfect before. Because the fact they were able to get the silence over on Yang when he didn't have his refraction charges up kind of hurt, and Yang's now just going to dive. But the Hex, he's too close towards the tower. The Dream Call as well, following up into the stun. Nice visual, buy him the space required to get back up to the high ground and get bottle charges up. So, dogfights there at the perfect time. The perfect time. As now they try and contest for the top room. Queen of Pain. Well, she lets it rip, and the Scream gets the kill. A little overconfident, the puck, using orbs to try and catch up to the room position. But with the Observe Ward on the high ground, it was very easy for SSS to know exactly what was coming at him. Oh, he's locked in. You'll have to go the Omni Slash. Yep. Bounce back down to the creep wave, and the cogs. Bottle charges are up. Goes into the spin, but not enough damage. In fact, with the... Oh, wait! We got 3 cores on this bottom lane now. A blink to Scream. Now get the kill on the Juggernaut. The Secret's able to hold him in position just long enough. And he also got a little lucky that third bounce on the ultimate took him down to the creep wave and away from the clockwork.
Bottom tower is under attack.
The Secret played it perfectly by putting down the cogs, pushing the Juggernaut just a little bit further away from him. So he was able to have distance to play with. So Zeus, now with 3 points up in that bolt, means ROTK still can't stand up here. What, Inflame is now, like I said, this is what we're up to. We actually have a puck trying to stack farm with illusionary orbs. And Clockwork stealing the Wild Wing. Revealing what's going on. Lanham. Staying very, very close here. Obviously, you can't leech experience from the Ancients, but he can be here for the rest of his team. But the Dire Observer was watching him move in. Sentry Ward from the Radiant side, however, will remove that vision as they try and contest the Ancients. They're moving over very, very heavily now. The Earthshaker could fissure block them all in. And Templar Assassin, with the help of the Clockwork, he doesn't have mana for a hook shot, though. So they're not going to get him into position. But the Queen of Pain, when the call comes out, the 4 players are moving in to contest the Ancient farming. You just push top lane. Scream it and attack it. Go, go, go. So who really comes out on top here? EHOME lose a tower, but they take the Ancients away from VG.P. Right now I'm going to say VG.P come out on top, because these towers aren't guaranteed kills for EHOME. If it was a lineup which had a little bit more push power behind it, then, okay, well, there goes your lion. Sonic Wave Scream.
Did you say
yeah, but when you have a lineup which has, like, Lone Druid, or you have, like, Luna, Chen, things like this, they're going to take out your Tier 1 towers, you can look at the towers as practically money you haven't claimed yet, because the towers just haven't been killed off. So you're like, well, okay, then this is the way things is. Like, we'll get the money eventually. But when you have a lineup where your only real pushing power comes from the strength of the Juggernaut, every tower really counts. And VG.P aren't really that great pushers either. They can mop up creep waves quite nicely. In fact, their counter push is quite good. Between Just a little bit of chain lightning spam, a fissure spam, clockwork rocket, side blades, and a scream from the Queen of Pain. And she does go an Aghanim Scepter build as well, then we can say Sonic Wave as well. And in fact, she is going for exactly that. That's the point booster to start with. And it still has another 1,300 gold. Ended up selling that Ring of Basilius that she was holding on to. Now, so EHOME. They have to get a little bit more momentum behind this Juggernaut. Having one death to his name does not really help the case. There's Inflame. Well, he needs that Blink Dagger. Because when he's got a Blink Dagger, then they can start finding this momentum. They can go for the ganks. The one kill which has happened the way of EHOME was the nicely timed Dream Call onto the Templar Assassin with a follow-up silence. Puck needs to do that. He needs to make these opportunities for EHOME. With an Invis rune, he might be able to make one of them right now. ROTK has his Blink Dagger, so maybe he can just follow up on one of them. Let ROTK be that jumping guy. He needs to keep this Blink Dagger hidden. Queen of Pain's not going to come close enough to the creep wave, and with the fissure that's there too, this Blink Imp can instantly just be split by the fissure with the global silence timing. It's already up and running. Finger of Death onto the Queen of Pain. One dunk for the axe. The Dream Call will hold the Earthshaker in position, but they didn't keep going for it. There's not another call available. The Clockwork ended up dying on the bottom lane to the Juggernaut. Solo kill. Now that's one way to momentum. To pick up his second level in Omni Slash now. Plus starting up the beginning of his SMY.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Zeus Ollie's not really going to achieve much. I think it's just trying to reveal more what, like, if anyone else was behind DDC. Because they don't have any vision up on the top lane. So it's thrown out. No Shaker knows he's got to hide himself at the moment. But the tier 1 tower is taken on the bottom lane. And that's VG.P just down. They don't have the men required to fight this one. Oh, hello Zeus. ROTK will TP out. There's no stuns. A Sonic Wave! And reaches ROTK in time. So there's a semi-blind blink down there to look for... I don't know if he was really looking to try and kill off the Zeus. I highly doubt he was looking to kill off the Zeus. And either way, ROTK is dead. And we go 3-4. The advantage is still the way of EHOME after claiming one of the towers in a couple of the fights. They're going to look to claim more. Is that Orb? Silence as well over on top of James. DDC. Curse the silence as well. I think, yeah, James is going to tick out. Nothing more he can do about it. Templar Assassin was looking for the opening. She's bottling up the Illusion Rune. Inflame incapable of denying that in time. And with Queen of Pain also arriving, Inflame's got no blink. He's stuck here onto the fissure. He'll at least get a silence off, but Dire's overlooking that top rune. As we go 14 minutes in. And VG.P. Quite a solid position. The Quap and the Templar Assassin are in a nice spot. Still have to remember too that Templar Assassin is a great enabler for going for an early Roshan. And Roshan, especially when you're on the Dire side and you've got these psionic traps, you're able to watch Roshan like an absolute hawk. So there's no way for EHOME to smoke themselves in there, drop a healing ward, and try and take out Roshan. That's not going to happen. And even if they do try and do that, Zeus lets the ulti off. If he's not certain where they are, and they don't have vision inside the pit, he can just do that. So I highly doubt EHOME will be able to take a Roshan unless VG.P have multiple players dead. Hook shots off target, hits the creep wave. The fissure was too late. Their smoke broke and then they try to throw the fissure, which bought more than enough time for the Juggernaut to just spin and get away to safety. So a smoke gank failed by VG.P. But they bought enough time for the Aghanim Scepter over on the Queen of Pain. I love too that this is their primary thing. As opposed to going up against a Puck and silencing him and controlling him that way, you instead go for this AoE damage, which you can always have. The cooldown is just so low. A Scepter cooldown of 40 seconds. Every 40 seconds, you can throw out a Sonic Wave, which means every fight, you've got a high amount of burst damage. And it's pure burst damage as well. We're not looking at magical, so we're not looking for spin to save their lives or anything along those lines. It's guaranteed damage, which you're going to connect on the enemy. And the spill radius is so good as well. So you've got that. Well, hello Dream Call. Support's behind him. So the fissure, stopping the Juggernaut from going in for the Omni Slash. The Rockets keep the vision on them too as they move up. Psionic traps. I think they want to try and turn this one. You still got Meld available. Jump in. call. There goes the Thunder God's Wrath, the Global Silence. Well, there's no follow-up. They use the Omni Slash. They get the kill on the Templar Assassin, but now where's that visual line going to hit? The hook shot comes in on top of ROTK with the Sonic Wave. That's going to be a very quick kill over on the Axe, but the Finger of Death hits so hard onto the Templar Assassin. The shield drop and the Juggernaut battling inside the pit up against the Queen of Pain. He'll blink himself away to safety. The Silence not doing enough from Silencer. Still a 2-for-1 trade-off. Advantage quite even when you look at it, because it's a support Zeus and a Templar Assassin for quite a large axe. Templar Assassin's bigger, but this isn't a contest of size.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It still just makes it 6-6. It's because EHOME's got the overall advantage as far as experience and net worth. So VG.P, even if it is a 2-for-1 trade-off, they're gonna look better. And we have Mech. Just picked up on one of the couriers. It's the Radiant Courier. Or is it? No, it's actually the Mana Star coming up. I thought I saw a Buckler on a Courier. Unless they transferred it over already. Hang on. Look. Eyes functioning. Might have just been a Stout Shield. Yeah, that or a misbuy. Either way, Juggernaut now has a Mana Style up and running. It's a nice little thing for him. Templar Assassin building into what I would assume to be a BKB. TA is one of these heroes which is very different to what we're talking about with the Sniper earlier today. Where Sniper, when you build into that BKB, you just find yourself with a severe lack of damage when you go for the BKB first. Nice hook shot. ROTK, Thunder God's Wrath, making it difficult to initiate in the Sonic Wave. So quick as well, with a Shadow Strike on top of the Silencer. He wasn't going to run away. Nice silence on 5, but there's no follow-up. It's like a black hole on 5. Well done, well done. Except not as critical because the cooldown's not as long. But it just achieves nothing without any kind of follow-up. It'd be like throwing a Dream Call and your Silence and your Orb, thinking, yeah, I did some damage. It doesn't do anything. Whoa, okay, he joined it in on that one. They can see him. Puck, where were you going? Where were you going? The tier 1 tower's now going to be lost in mid. Momentum is building. Templar Assassin with a fight with a start like this could even potentially bypass the BKB and go into a Desolator. If you're feeling confident enough, of course, but only if you're feeling confident enough. If you're not, get the BKB. Attempted denial by the Quap, gonna fail. But she's already got 1800 gold on the Queen of Pain. So her BKB is going to start, and it looks like it is going to be confidence from Templar Assassin. Yang is going to be building the Desolator. And going to be just getting out of that BKB, which is surprising when you're still going up against something like a Global Silence. And Lion who's capable of pumping out a lot of damage to you. Hence I say confidence. You got no Blink Dagger, so you're not going to just jump in and nuke somebody down. You are still walking into the fight.
Dire's middle tower
but having drums for extra protection could do the job. But you don't need to always just build into a Desolator. Because your Refraction gives you such a high bonus damage. And with the meld, once you remove the armor, you're looking fantastic as well. Just one of those things.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't mind the Desolator, especially when you're on the Dire side, because you just keep on taking Roshan after Roshan after Roshan. At this point with the Aegis Team Model 2, you got extra security. Or insurance, I should say. There's that Juggernaut Blink Dagger. This time, no Shadow Blade on the Juggernaut. That was VG.P though that did that last time. Hex over on the Quap. She's silenced, still got enough stick charges. Blink. Oh no! She had to walk down. Even if she walked down, I don't think it would have stopped the damage coming from Inflame. There's your Thunder God's Wrath. Second too late for Templar Assassin. Meld Strike, Lanham evaporates. But it's a Quap for a Lion.
But it hides from the
and the Puck was the one who got the kill over on the Queen of Pain. It was a good kill streak, which means you got the Blink Dagger and you're also looking at the start of potentially a Yule Scepter or something more. With the lack of BKB on the Queen of Pain. I say that now. Okay, yeah, no, you don't want to be going. You can go the Yule Scepter and buy yourself some time to get in and out. But I feel in this game, you need to have a better initiation from the Puck. If you can get away with it, look for the Scythe of Ice. Only if you think you can get away with it.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Middle lane, Zeus and TA. Using the Juggernaut as semi-bait for this. I say semi, because the Lion's not there. His Finger of Death's on cooldown, so he doesn't want to be involved in the fights either. Oh, that call. He got his boots! He actually got his boots! 4-staff down into the corner. It was the hook shot coming in from Secret. ROTK could thank his teammate who pinged that one out. I didn't know what color it was, but it saved his life. Now for the Omni Slash. Secret getting ripped apart. The Aegis Immortal is already blown on the Templar Assassin. She turns on the refraction charges. And, well, can't find the real Juggernaut. Attacked the wrong one. The Scream will be following the Juggernaut over towards the side. The Sonic Wave completely bowled. Actually, I think it might have clipped the DDC. Missed the end of it. Either way, he gets the kill. Yeah, but that ping, the ping came out saying Tranquil Boots are dropped here because he saw with the Radiant Observer Ward the Clockwork was getting ready for a hook shot. So he pinged saying, pick up your boots. The hilarious thing is, the hook shot came in, but he picked up the Tranquil Boots after the hook shot connected. So the Clockwork, I don't know if he was trying to attack into the Tranquils or not, and accidentally hit ROTK himself. But either way, Tranquils are saved, but the fight kind of goes a little up and down. You burn the Aegis, the Immortal, Silence is on the sidelines. The Juggernaut was capable of surviving. If the Juggernaut died, then I'd be saying VG.P will be the ones who have the advantage at the moment. There goes your tier 1 tower. Templar Assassin needs to find more life points, which means we're looking at Ogre Club and second Mithril Hammer. Buy a TP scroll here and pick up that Ogre Club. Now the courier's flying out with a full BKB. This one, of course, is for the Queen of Pain. She'll have to drop her own TP scroll for that one if she wants it. And I think now they just realize she wasted the time of the courier. It's a blink dagger for the Templar Assassin. And this really is confidence central. Get in there, get the kill, get the hell out. That's the goal. Alright, so Blink Dagger and BKBs to work with. They're looking at ROTK in the mid. That Blink Dagger's not up for Templar Assassin, but it's... Oh! Nailed strike. He thought he was good. He really thought he was good. That 4-staff, he was getting himself away from the Clockwork. But Maelstrike does too much work. Inflame. That blinks to follow. The Dream Call. Boom! Bada bing! Big bada boom. Bada big boom. Big bada boom. This is VG.P trying to send a message as well using these abilities. Like, you burn through a lot of mana to do what he just did. And this will force SSS to go all the way back to base. But it just tells Puck, I don't care. I'm going to destroy you. We're going to win this 2-0. And EHOME, who were the clear favorites coming into this matchup, are now losing to the B team of VG. Which is funny enough, because if VG.P do win this, they achieved what the initial, like the main VG gaming squad, were incapable of achieving. This is the squad which is still seen as the top team in China. They were invited directly to ESL 1.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's also because defending... Actually, no, it was EG that won that one. Ooh, jump up so quick for DDC. That was almost his death. This blink from Lions can be really good. Just need someone to come up to this top lane, but Queen of Pain's already backing up. The blink from Lions is the fantastic thing up against the Quap because she'll never get a BKB off in time. A shake up. There's your Hex. And jump in from the Juggernaut. Slice, slice, slice.
My finest work.
And 40 seconds on the sideline for the Earthshaker. Zeus is still doing a lot of work on the sides. Well, 2,000 gold or 1,900 gold. And he'll be looking at his Aghanim Scepter. Nice initial damage. Line the Templar Assassin then just move from one target to the next.
Attack.
Oh, hello Shiva in chat. Yeah, Shiva's casting the tiebreaker. If she's healthy. If she's healthy. If not, I have to cut my Bucharest prep short. Tier 2 tower now is going to drop.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Where are you headed to? I've got a full Scardy. Okay, hello. This Juggernaut's looking nice and fat. Really good momentum. Juggernaut's just been the hero of all the games today. Everyone's smoking. Everyone's going to die of cancer. Inflame's the first one to break. DDC comes out. There goes your ulti out from Zeus, but the global silence. BKB, Queen of Pain. She can't turn around and let this thing rip. Now she can. Lets it go. Large amount of damage to the Juggernaut. Templar Assassin. She's going to drop. The Earthshaker ball back as quickly as possible. The calls from ROTK is giving him the arm to survive up against the Clockwork at point blank range. Well, the Juggernaut was able to finish the Queen of Pain. Hook shot well off target. And EHOME just bail the hell out of here. They already got their advantage. ROTK can dodge the rocket. Keeps his Tranquil Boots now functioning. Regenerate nice and quickly. So VG.P, they lose both of their primary cores damage-wise. Queen of Pain couldn't really achieve anything at all. And Templar Assassin, well, she tried to jump in, but without the Manda style, the survivability isn't really that great. And getting hit by that global silence, I don't know if she actually got caught with the refraction charges down or not, but either way, she did not survive long. Wasn't a dark answer? How's it a dark answer? Like if it sounded more like a threat, it could be a dark answer to Shiva, but she already told me. She already told me she's a little sick. So's Durka. But he'll be doing our D2CL games tomorrow morning. A Mon Capitalist. Doing all the ESL ones during the night. Good Dota, all around. Lanham. Oh, he blinks over. The Hex will be there. The Fissure have to buy some space to Earthshaker, keeping DDC away. So now Zeus, oh, he's not really ready to go just yet. Into the trees and TP out. DDC can't, well, he could have potentially cursed into the trees. Not that it would have achieved much. Dogfight's having to hide in the tree line. He can blink himself, TP himself away to safety. Now, I said if Puck can get away with getting inside the device, he should. Seems like he still wants to have a little bit more burst damage by picking up the Dagon. If he didn't pick up the Dagon, we'll be looking almost, not completely. Actually, exactly how much money is that? Because I think maybe he did finish it. Your Dagon's it's he would be 200 gold away from having his full scythe device. Now they're looking into the Roshan. Remember what I was saying before? They can't go in for Roshan not until they clean out all the traps and really kill off a couple of the players from VG.P. It's the only way EHOME will be able to do it. Blink into the trees and TP out by Quap. Not worth Juggernaut's time. All he wants to do is find the farm on this top. And he's got so much of it already. Because he's not having to sell the Shadow Blade, that means, yep, Basher. Up and running for the Juggernaut, looking for the Abyssal. Then you got your lockdown control, and either the Templar Assassin or the Queen of Pain. You won't want to use it on the other guys. Bash chances, sure. But when you also trigger the Mask of Madness, you're able to, you're gonna get a couple of bash procs just because you're attacking at such a crazy rate. It also means he can take out Roshan very, very quickly. But with only the Basher on him, someone else has to take the Aegis, the Immortal. In this case, I would give it to ROTK. Because it's just not been his night. He deserves something nice. It could also go to Inflame. So they get rid of the trap. That's the Gem of True Sight, which is over on DDC. There's Yang. Into the trees on the bottom. Same hiding place as Earthshaker used last time. He's going to walk up and around Inflame. Oh, he got the vision. He got the vision. So they can start off with a Hex. Look for the follow-up stun with a Dream Coil. He just silenced him, so there's nothing more. The Clockwork's going to hook shot in. And Lanham, with that Zeus ultimate, takes a huge amount of damage. But you've just traded a Lion for a Templar Assassin. The Clockwork wants to TP out. Do we have a stun? Yeah! He managed to bash on the first hit.
You should be honored.
So Clock and TA go down. Now they can take Roshan. And all Zeus and Quap can do is add as much pressure as they can to the mid to slow, or at least force some form of collateral damage. This is getting out of hand for VG.P. Only in the last 10 minutes, though. Only in the last 10 minutes has the EHOME managed to find some level of momentum. Most of it's coming through this Juggernaut. He's still so far ahead of the net worth. So far ahead. And there you go, Simona, they give it to Inflame. Get rid of the ward on the high ground. And let the Juggernaut keep on farming up. Getting closer and closer towards that Abyssal Blade. This line also managed to pick up a 4-staff too. Clockwork's becoming less and less of a factor. You got 3 4-staffs over on EHOME. Even if he does hookshot one person in, either he's going to get pushed out, or the target who's inside is going to get pushed out. And Templar Assassin still doesn't have the survivability. Haven't seen these items progress in the last 10 minutes, and nothing's on the courier. That's Secret, who is trying to get that Aghanim Scepter up and running for the Clockwork. But Yang is still trying to finish up his Manta style to break free of the silence of the puck.
Rock it on.
Maybe also to soak up a little bit of that extra damage from the Juggernaut Omni Slash. And to also break free of the silence of Silencer, depending on, obviously, the combo and the timing of it all. So let the push continue. RTK can start creep skipping on the top. Or Juggernaut could just start beating into the tower. That will also work. If he gets the last hit in the tower, that's full Abyssal. And he gets it. There's the Abyssal.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
He's going to move over to the mid to grab it, but he doesn't want to. Add the pressure towards top. The rest of VG.P were trying to push in through bottom. So the creep wave will reach the top. He blinks himself down. It's worth just getting the Basher. Well, you still got tier 2 and tier 3 towers up and running, and you got a teammate with an Aegis the Immortal. You want all the power you can get during this fight, so you can end it now. You don't save for buyback and come back. You get the item which lets you win the fight. Because if he can get that Basher off, the Abyssal Blade charge off on the Templar Assassin, and then Omni Slash it out, her refraction charges are not going to do anything. That Mana Style may never even get triggered, because she can die so quickly. And the puck is practically at the site device. They managed to just creep skip out in the bottom lane. Means EHOME can get control of this map back again a lot faster. Oh, the Arun going to get bolted up by the puck. What I would have preferred is, you've got Nagus Immortal there. Get your Scythe of Vice. Put the DD onto the Juggernaut. And just 5-man push mid. That is all that really has to happen from EHOME. They're giving respect to the VG.P lineup. But at the same time, I think they can just man mode it. The Juggernaut's got so many life points, great armor. They're not going to kill him. ROTK, like, sure, he's got a BKB. If he gets it off, then he's difficult to kill. If he doesn't, then you might be able to pick him off. But Inflame's walking around with now Disable. A little bit of extra damage himself. But it's all of the silences and disables which they get from him, as well as Lanham. And, of course, Global Silence is up for DDC. Reason to go high ground? Given. So up they come. Templar Assassin already triggering off the Psionic Traps. Obviously has to do it anyway, because with the Gem of True Sight sitting on the Silencer, they see them all going down. So there's no way for VG.P to get a better vision over on EHOME. Now where's your jump in? Your Sonic Wave cleans up the creep wave, but you've got it. Whoa, Jugger! Now the Omni Slash, he got it off! The Global Silence brought in the space for it, so he just slices around. The Ghost Scepter was up from the Queen of Pain, as they just Dagon and Finger in the middle of it all. The Juggernaut is back out to safety. Oh, he almost burning! He's so low on life, 130. He blinks up and then starts life leeching out of the creeps. Back in for the towers, or sorry, for the racks. Buyback came out from the Earthshaker. Hence, it looks like the number advantage is still quite good for VG.P. When you look at the life points, where's the healing ward? 3 seconds until it. Queen of Pain Sonic Wave. Oh, no, it's actually the blink in and the Hex. Over on the Earthshaker, controlling him up to the ass and get the double call. Where's those spins? Where's those spins? The gem's being dropped. And with the Zeus on the sidelines, they end. Well, it's actually don't end it. This is just a godlike streak for the Juggernaut. He's basically at full health. The healing wall bringing all of EHOME up. And they can just rotate down to the bottom if they want to. TA's up in 11 seconds time, so there's no reason to risk it too much. Your Aegis the Immortal was also going to time out, but I don't think it really matters on Inflame at the moment. Okay, you didn't have to sell it, I think, because your Aegis is leaving you in a moment. But he's buying a Lincoln Sphere. Protection. There's your Aegis reclaim. So the mana kicks up. DDC's gone to farm up on top lane. I don't think he's going to be able to have enough time to buy anything major. He could buy a Perseverance, which will keep his mana and health up a little bit more. And eventually he could look to go for something as big as a Refresher Orb. But the game would have to massively drag out if if you're going to have that case. So the chance of that's quite low. Queen of Pain, just around the corner from DDC. There's your ultimate. Zeus reveals it. Sonic Wave and Scream. DDC didn't stand a chance. He couldn't do anything against that because he didn't know what was coming at him. The Zeus ulti hits, but he had no vision of what was to come. A blink up. That Skadi slowing him down. May consider the Omni Slash this one with the Hex. I don't need the Omni Slash. She's not going to be able to blink out this one with the silence. Ghost Scepter. It's buying time. But she takes the stun from the Dream Call. The illusions are coming over from that Juggernaut. They will back out. With both the Silencer and the Lion down, it's not the most favorable time for EHOME to try and pick a fight. And they still know they're ahead in this game. They still hold the control of the mid lane. And they still have a Juggernaut that is just so brutally farmed, it's not funny. He'll sell that Mask of Madness shortly and potentially pick up, well, you can go Satanic, you can go Butterfly, you can go anything. Right now he just wants to go for a kill with the Invis rune. He needs an opening for this. The Observer Ward's at least looking out. There's a Sentry Ward in the high ground, which makes it impossible for an Invis rune to be the initiator. How long have they got until Roshan? Just under 1 minute, potentially. I didn't actually count the time before, so I don't know. Minax is making sure that VG.P don't have any kind of vision in there. That's Queen of Pain headed all the way down south. The Observer Wards are also being put down. I don't have any vision of this, but they might be able to guess it. Oh, hello, Zeus.
It matters not.
Looks like another Sonic Wave onto the puck. Lion blinks himself in just a fraction of a second too late to get the Hex over on the Queen. So she gets away with murder. 60 seconds on the sideline. And what is this Juggernaut going to do? Has he bought something? It's just a... Yeah, he did. He bought BTs. Saw the Facebook, bought the BTs. I'm like, he's definitely bought something. He's definitely purchased something because he had almost enough for a full Butterfly before. Just had to cotton onto the fact of what it was. Roshan's got 2 minutes to spawn. Quite a long period of time. I doubt EHOME are going to be that patient. Wait until the puck's up. Clean up all the vision. Yeah, that's better. This Observer Ward won't be able to last. They throw down their own so they can see up. And there's only one more bit of vision, which is over here for VG.P. The Dire Observer Wards, they're practically blind on the map. They see this because of the rocket. But this is the only other point of vision they've got, which is stable for them on the map. And they can't just keep buying wards because the gem's not being dropped by ROTK. They're not finding any way to kill him. And with Shiva's Guard also up, he's got a crap ton of armor. And is able to also find great ways to counter push. Blink. Oh, there's your Abyssal Blade. Going to work, finding the bashes. Queen of Pain blinks away. And then an orb to give him the vision. One attack from the puck does the job. So Quap down for 90 seconds. She'll respawn just after Roshan has come back to life again. And they're waiting for him. But again, like, it's just EHOME's bad luck. Whoop! Whoa! 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 Secret! Please! There's a lot of damage, but then the global silence will come, and Zeus is stranded here. The dunk! Okay, way too early from ROTK. It doesn't stop the Juggernaut from getting the kill, however, and that Omni Slash goes through the Templar Assassin as well. Zeus controlled on the sides. Okay, they're trying to go for the whole enchilada. The Earthshaker's on the other side of the trees, and they can only kill off the Zeus. But it's four heroes to go down. 5 still up for EHOME. And the Creepway's pushing in through the bottom. Logic would dictate that tier 3 tower and bottom lane must die.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That was ballsy from the clock. The hook shot in to the Roche pit when you got no vision of what's on the other side of the river. It could have been the entire EHOME line up there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, so that's the only buyback they had available. So there's only a 2-man fighter.
Dire's
They smoke.
structures are fortified.
This is just YOLO. That's all this is. They still have that scythe defiance up for the puck.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, it's back up again for the puck, I should say. It's off cooldown.
Dire's bottom barracks
Bottom
are
ranks will
under
drop.
attack.
Quap up.
Bottom
Clockwork up. Now they fight. Clockwork has the hook shot available. They jump in on top of Inflame. He's going to phase shift. An RTK, 3-man call. Big call as well with the Shiva's Guard. The extra stuns from Lanham. They're going to take this. It's almost in the bag. They're just walking their way through the Templar Assassin. There's your stun. And GG. EHOME will protect their fans' rares as we will get ourselves a draw in this 2-game series. And EHOME also avoiding the embarrassment of being beaten by the VG Gaming team. Both of the results for the VG versus EHOME games today for both potential and main squad, 1-1. Hope you enjoyed the show. Remember, guys, ESL 1 will be having their broadcast starting up in roughly 30 minutes time from now, where it'll be Elysium going up against PR, as well as ATN going up against BBC. So this team alternate. It is the ESL 1 European qualifiers. We'll host it here on this channel if you want to find it. In fact, I believe it's already live. Yes, I take it back. It actually started an hour earlier than I thought it was going to. So, yeah, go check it out. Cap is live for it. So you can find all the details for that over on joindota.com. And I'll host it up here. So thanks for watching, everyone. VOD's youtube.com/joindota. And you can catch me at Toby1Dota on Facebook as well as Twitter. Hope you enjoyed the show. And we'll see you next time.